Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we discuss all things financial literacy. Today, we're covering 5 credit unions that anyone can join in 2026. I specifically searched for credit unions that most people are not discussing at this time, and these are institutions with broad membership requirements, competitive financial products, and credit cards that offer limits as high as $25,000 or more. In most cases, opening your membership will require only basic documentation like your driver's license or your passport, proof of address, your social security card, and other general personal information. Some of these credit unions may require you to join an affiliated organization, so you have to make a small charitable donation or maybe even open a savings account with a minimum deposit. So I'm going to walk you through every requirement, that way you know exactly what to expect. We'll also break down the available credit cards, the potential credit limits, and approval data points, and whether each credit union performs a hard inquiry to establish membership. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first credit union on our list is going to be Veridian Credit Union. This credit union originally established a major presence in Iowa. It now has physical branches in Iowa, Nebraska, and Minnesota, while also providing online access for members who live outside of those areas. Veridian's geographic field of membership includes all 99 counties of Iowa, several counties in Minnesota, and several counties in Nebraska. But once again, you do not have to live in those locations in order to actually become a member. Veridian actually states that membership is open to everyone regardless of residence. Applicants who don't qualify through the geographic membership area, they can become eligible by making a minimum $5 donation to Habitat for Humanity of Iowa through Veridian's membership application. Now, you will also need to open a savings account with that initial $5 deposit, which does establish your membership share in the credit union. Veridian Federal Credit Union reviews your TransUnion credit report as part of the membership application process. However, it is only a soft pull, so it will not affect your credit score. If your TransUnion credit report is frozen, you can do a temporary lift by visiting TransUnion's website, and that's going to be transunion.com/credit-freeze. I recommend unfreezing only TransUnion while keeping your Experian and Equifax reports locked. Before applying, review your TransUnion report carefully and make sure that there are no derogatory accounts, any identity verification issues, or other information that could create a problem. Although the membership is broadly available, approval is not automatically guaranteed, and Veridian may still deny an applicant based on information found during its review. And if you have inaccurate or negative accounts that are making it harder for you to actually qualify, well, this is where Rising can be a big help. Rising is an all-in-one credit repair platform that not only gives you access to your credit reports and scores, it also shows you what may be hurting your credit, and it helps you take action with tools like dispute templates, bureau response tracking, and using the automail feature to dispute your accounts on the website or the mobile app. I recommend using Rising as your 90-day credit improvement system. It also includes 24 months of rental and utility trade lines that can back report payment history, and that can help add 2 years of on-time positive payment history to your credit profile instantly. It's also very easy to get started. Once you sign up, you can watch the How to Use Rising video. That's going to walk you through the entire platform in about 7 minutes or less. Right now, you can access your report through Rising's $1 7-day trial. There will be a link in the description. There will also be a clickable link right here on screen. Currently, we are on the Veridian Credit Union website. Now, for today, I don't want to make this video extremely long, so I will just be looking at the credit cards. If you would like to have a full review of this credit union, then just drop like VCU in the comments below, and that will let me know that you want a full video on this particular credit union. Veridian Federal Credit Union is offering 3 cards. That's going to be the Visa Platinum card, the Visa Platinum Rewards card, and the Visa Signature card. Now, each of these cards will have different features and benefits that we'll highlight very quickly. Now, the features that I like most of all when it comes to the Visa Platinum and the Visa Platinum Rewards card is the 0% APR for the first 6 months. Now, you can take a look at the rates. I'm not even going to click on them because honestly, depending on when you watch this video, the rates will change. I always recommend going straight to the website and then looking for the rates yourself at the time that you're watching this video. The Visa Platinum card has no annual fee, but it doesn't really have any other benefits, like you can't earn points for cash or anything like that. There are some benefits for travelers, and they do have the tap to pay technology, but that has become fairly standard. Now, if you're someone who's actively working on your credit and you want to get your foot in the door with some of their credit cards, there is a secured version of these two cards, the Visa Platinum and the Visa Platinum Rewards that you can get. There is no secured version of the Visa Signature card. So again, if you're working on your credit and you just want to get your foot in the door, you can definitely check out doing a secured version of these two cards. Now, with the Visa Platinum, you can actually earn 1% cash back on all purchases. You can also pay with points at any participating merchants. They also have the same benefits for travel, and again, the secured version that you can have with these two cards. And then when it comes to the Visa Signature card, this is going to be like the flagship card for this credit union. You can get up to 2% cash back, and it will have all the same features as the Visa Platinum card and the Visa Platinum Rewards, except, it cannot be a secured version of this card. It is only unsecured. Now, you should be able to get a $25,000 credit limit on each of these cards. It will also be a TransUnion pool. Now, I'm saying that with an asterisk because sometimes it can depend on where you live. So I would say maybe if you're going to apply for any of their credit cards, you want to freeze Experian, freeze Equifax, leave TransUnion open. That will be the most likely bureau to be pulled. That way it won't be anything unexpected. The second institution is going to be Liberty Federal Credit Union. Liberty Federal Credit Union has physical locations in Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee, but its online membership process makes this institution accessible to applicants outside of its immediate branch network. So if you're an applicant who does not qualify through an employer, a family member, or a community connection, you will be able to establish eligibility through a qualifying partner organization or a small charitable contribution. On Liberty's account opening page, it will ask applicants to have a driver's license or some other acceptable form of identification. You will also need a complete physical and mailing address and a funding method available. Liberty also warns applicants that a security freeze will need to be lifted before completing their application, because this institution may use the information from a consumer reporting agency to verify their application. Liberty Federal Credit Union will generally do a soft credit pull through Equifax. Once again, you will freeze the other two and then just keep Equifax open just in case, because you never know, things change all the time. However, they will also review your check systems report. That way they can open your account. If you're having any issues with check systems, I highly recommend you watch my video on removing information from there. I'm going to link that video right here. Now, in the unlikely event that you may receive a hard pull, you can watch my video on removing hard inquiries. I'm going to link that video here as well. So if that does happen, you can always remove it, but just keep in mind, soft pull Equifax, but if it did a hard pull, don't be shocked, things can change. Now, currently we are on libertyfcu.org. Now, before we get into the credit card, let's actually go over to how to sign up for this credit union. So it says join in 3 steps. As you can see here, it is going to ask for your driver's license, your physical and mailing address, your funding method, and to unfreeze your credit, exactly what we talked about. And then you will select this option here. I am a new member and I am not eligible through my employer, organization, or a member of my family or household, but I am willing to donate $5 to the Matter D Friends and Alumni Association in order to become eligible for membership. All right, so just know that's exactly what you're going to have to do in order to become a member. Now, let's go ahead and look at the credit card. Now, Liberty Federal Credit Union will offer 2 credit cards. Once again, they have limits that can go up to $25,000. They also have a very low rate of 11.75% APR. Now, this is the Platinum credit card or the Platinum credit rewards, and that's going to have 3x points on travel and entertainment, 2x points on gas and groceries, and then 1x point on everything else. And then if you want even lower rates, they also have the Platinum Prime Plus. Now, this one will have rates as low as 9.75% APR and no annual fee. So, that is a really good card. I highly recommend that you check out both of these and Liberty Federal reputable credit union. Now, if you wanted more information on this credit union, or let's say a dedicated video, let me know in the comments below. The third credit union on our list is going to be Alliant Credit Union. Now, this was founded in 1935 and headquartered in Chicago, Illinois. Alliant has grown into one of the largest credit unions in the US, serving more than 800,000 members nationwide. Unlike many traditional credit unions, Alliant operates entirely online. It does not maintain a network of physical or retail branches. Now, for some people, the lack of branch access may be a disadvantage. However, for anyone who prefers managing their finances online, Alliant does have a structure that can be a strength. And because Alliant is not limited to a specific branch network, people throughout the US can apply for membership. You can qualify through an eligible employer, a community organization, or you can be referred by an existing member. However, if you do not meet any of those requirements, there are still simple alternatives. During the application process, you become eligible by supporting the Alliant Credit Union Foundation. This is going to be a one-time membership contribution of $5, but Alliant will currently pay that fee on your behalf. This effectively gives anyone in the US a free membership. So to apply, you'll generally need to have your social, you need to have a valid taxpayer identification number if you don't have a social. You'll also need your government issued ID, and they may ask you for certain contact information, and you should be able to fund the account. Alliant commonly checks TransUnion. However, the credit bureaus used can vary depending on the applicant and the specific product that you're actually applying for. However, I would lean more towards TransUnion. Currently, we are on AlliantCreditUnion.org. So let's scroll up and click on credit card and then compare the credit cards. The first card that we're looking at is the Alliant Visa Platinum card. Now, this card is good for balance transfers. It also has a low 0% APR introductory period. That's going to be for 12 months. Then it goes to the standard APR. Now, I'm not going to go over the APR here because ultimately, depending on when you're watching this video, this will most likely change. You should just come to the website and see what the current APR is for yourself. There is no annual fee on this card, and like it says here, you can have generous credit lines. So I would say that the highest one that you can get is $25,000, but potentially it could go even higher. Then you'll have the Alliant Cashback Visa Signature Credit Card. With this one, you get unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase. There are no annual fees, there are no foreign transaction fees, and there are no category caps. There's also a few travel perks with the Visa Signature Luxury Hotel Collections, as well as the Signature Concierge and Signature Rental Car privileges. If you want to learn more about that, you can definitely go to learn more about this card, and then you can get a list of all of those privileges. Now, I do have a separate video where I talk about like Visa Infinite cards and Signature and all the different types of visas. So if you want to check that video out to learn more about that, I'm going to link that video right here. Kind of niche, but if you ever want to understand the difference between what that actually means when you see the Visa logo with Signature, Infinite, or Standard, then it is a good video. If you also want to learn more about this credit union, let me know in the comments below. That way I can make a dedicated video. The fourth credit union is going to be BCU, also known as Baxter Credit Union. Now, BCU serves members throughout the United States and Puerto Rico and provides several different ways to qualify for membership. You may be eligible through a participating employer or an eligible geographic community or a qualifying family relationship or a subscription to the Life Money U financial well-being program. The last option is what makes BCU accessible to people who do not qualify through the other categories. BCU requires at least one membership share, and its current eligibility information states that the required $1 balance needs to be in the regular savings account, and it has to be deposited by BCU on behalf of the member, and it must be maintained in the account for the duration of the membership. BCU typically performs a soft credit pull on TransUnion for your identity and your address verification when opening a standard membership. Now, as far as I can tell, BCU does not utilize check systems for opening a basic checking or savings account. Currently, we are on bcu.org. Now, let's go up to the credit cards and just take a look at all the cards that are being offered right now. And BCU will have a few different cards. they have the cash rewards card. With this one, you can earn unlimited 2% cash back on purchases. Now it says here that if you're approved for a $5,000 or higher credit limit, you'll earn unlimited 2% cash back. That's going to be with the cash rewards Visa signature. And then if you're approved for less, it will only be 1.5%. So keep that in mind. You also have 0% intro APR. That's going to be for the first 12 months. And at the time of recording this video, there is a welcome bonus of $200, and there's no annual fee on this card, no foreign transaction fees either. That's going to be on the signature only. Then there's the Travel Rewards Plus card. You can earn 5x points on flights, hotel, dining, and a whole lot more. You also get unlimited 1.5 points on everything else. There's also a TSA pre-check or global entry reimbursement. I mean, pretty standard for most travel cards. You also get 50,000 welcome bonus points and 20,000 annual bonus points, and that's $820 first year total value. Now, that is, of course, at the time of recording this video. This offer might change, and that's also including the TSA pre-check and global entry reimbursement. This card will also have a $95 annual fee and no foreign transaction fees. Then there is the Simply Visa card, and like the name implies, it is like very simple. All you're going to get is 0% APR for 12 months, no annual fee. It also has a lower APR, but again, it'll vary depending on when you're watching this. Suggest going to the website here, clicking on it, and seeing what the current APR is. And last, we have the launch card. Now, if you're in the process of building or rebuilding your credit, you can actually get this card with a secured line. And what I think is very interesting, you can have this with a secured credit line for as low as $150. So if you're trying to just get your foot in the door to kind of start with BCU to establish some credibility, this credit card would probably be the best entryway. And again, if you want to learn more about BCU, let me know in the comments below. The fifth credit union on our list is going to be NASA Federal Credit Union. Now, today it serves approximately 200,000 members nationwide, and they manage more than $5 billion in assets, and this is of course a federally insured institution by the National Credit Union Administration. NASA Federal Credit Union offers several ways to qualify for membership, but the main one that you can use to become eligible is an approved partner company or association through a family member or household relationship, or NASA Federal Credit Union states that it will provide applicants with a complimentary 1-year affiliated membership to the National Space Society. That affiliation makes you eligible to become a full NASA Federal Credit Union member. Now, this is one of the easiest alternative membership options on this list because NASA Federal Credit Union handles the association membership for applicants who do not qualify through other routes. When it comes to credit inquiries, I have seen NASA Federal Credit Union pull both Experian and Equifax. In my experience, it has been Experian, so that's the one that I would lean towards. But once again, I would only unfreeze the bureau that you would like it to lean towards. This should be a soft inquiry for membership. It should not be hard. So currently we are on nasafcu.com, and we're going to go over to the credit cards here. Now, with NASA Federal Credit Union, there are 3 cards that you can choose from at the time of recording this video. You have the Earn Rewards card. That is a $1 to $1 rewards, and that's going to be for every $1 that you spend on purchases. There is no annual fee, and they have low APR rates at 12.90%. And again, that's at the time of recording this video. It can be as low as 8.9%, but again, it'll just vary depending on when you're watching this. You can also check your rates for their credit cards without impacting your credit score, so you can easily get pre-qualified. Next, we have the Get Cash Back card. Now with this one, you can earn unlimited cash back, that is 1.5%. They also have some flexible redemption options. There is no annual fee. This one can have a low APR as well, but again, you'll have to look it up. And last, we have the Visa Classic. Now, this one will have a low fixed rate, which is kind of cool. You rarely ever see that anymore. Normally, rates are variable. But with this one, you can have a fixed rate with no annual fee. That is very interesting. And you can definitely have credit cards as high as $25,000 with their cards. You can also get this one as a secured version. With that one, I believe it's $500 for the minimum. So if you wanted to get started with NASA Federal Credit Union as you're repairing your credit and you have $500, you can definitely look at getting this card as a secured version. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Each one of these credit unions will provide an accessible path that can make membership available to people throughout the US. I would suggest that you choose the institution that offers the products that you can use reasonably and responsibly and that support your long-term financial goals. Before you apply, make sure your credit reports are accurate, make sure that your balances are under control and your payments are current. And again, if you want me to do a complete in-depth review of one of these credit unions, then leave the name of that credit union down below in the comments. If you found value in this video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who may benefit from this information. And as always, appreciate you guys so much for watching. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.